to another interesting tutorial about 1688 Chinese shopping app. And if you have been using 1688 Chinese shopping app to source and ship products from China for a very long time, or you are new to 1688 Chinese shopping app, consider to stay to this video and see how you can actually solve the issue of lost items on transit in 1688 Chinese shopping app before it's getting too late. So let's get started. Before we dive into the tutorial, as you know me, my name is Rafi Yakub. I'm an importer and a procurement agent. If you want me to procure link on 1688, Taobao or pinduoduo or IDP, or you want me to be a Chinese supplier, or you want me to teach you more about China importation business, or you want me to fund your Alipay account, consider to contact me on WhatsApp with the number in the description of this video. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell for more useful tutorial like this. So with that being said, let's get started. Alright, so like I said earlier in the beginning of this video, in this video you are going to learn on how to easily solve the problem of loss of items on transit in 1688 Chinese shopping app. This might happen at any time, and most time when this thing happen here, when you place order on 1688, sometimes you place order today, after like about 2 or 3 weeks, you still find out that the order has been shipped out, but there is no logistic tracking right here. And I'm going to put the screen record of what I'm talking about, loss of item on transit. I'm going to put the screen recording of everything right here on the screen of this video. So what you need to do is to pay proper attention and see how we actually solve the problem amicably between me and the supplier. So this is very much important because not every late delivery supplier actually are aware of. Some mistake might come from the local logistics company. So what you need to do is to pay proper attention to this issue and see how we solve the problem and how we actually recover the item that is lost on transit back with the help of the supplier. So let's get started. So just like what you see on the screen right here, these items here, this is how it was on the app when we place the order. About a month later, there is no tracking logistics. So here, which simply means that there might be issue from the logistic company that the supplier used, if the supplier are genuine supplier. There are some supplier right here that are not genuine and they go away and they operate their system by issuing out a fake logistic tracking number. And as a result of that, you find yourself in that type of supplier, it may be difficult for you to refund your money back as a result of fake tracking number. So now let's head over to my 1688 Chinese shopping app and I will show you how to solve this particular problem right here. I'm going to exit from here right now. Then go ahead to my 1688 Chinese shopping app right here. I'm going to click on here to open up my 1688 Chinese shopping app. So after open up my 1688 Chinese shopping app, first thing first, I'm going to open up my chat with the supplier. So here, this is my chat section right here. I will click on here to open up my chat section. Then this is the supplier. So this is the supplier right here. So I will simply open up my chat section with the supplier so you can see it right here. Alright, so this is when I contact the supplier right here that there is an issue. So if you take a look at the screenshot I showed in the beginning of the video, so this is the screenshot right here. So you can see it right there. This is what I sent to the supplier, that there is no logistic tracking record for this particular order. And this is how it's going to show right here. Just like what you see right there. No record for about a month later that I make a purchase for this particular order. And actually, the supplier ship out the item, but the problem is from the logistics company. But how we solve the problem? So here, this is the response and chat between me and the supplier. This is where the supplier confirmed to me that the item may be lost on transit. And as a result of that, they promised to issue a new tracking number. They promised to reissue the item back to me and the product will be shipped to my supplier warehouse in China. So this is my conversation with them. Scroll down right there. These are all my conversations. So here, this is where they reissue the product with the same tracking number right there. One thing I want to state right here is that sometimes if there is a reissue of a product that is lost or transit by the supplier, the tracking number might be different. But sometimes the tracking number might be the same. If the tracking number is different, it simply means that you have to work on the current tracking number that is being given to you by the supplier. But if the tracking number still remains the same, there is no need of you to doubt. What you need to do is to pay proper attention into the product on the tracking history on your 1688 Chinese shopping app and be sure that the product was actually confirmed. So was actually delivered to your logistic company warehouse address in China, which is exactly what I did right here. So I'm going to exit from the chat with the supplier right there, and I will simply click on here to go to my profile. Then on my profile right here, for every product that is on transit, it's going to be found right here. So I'm going to simply click on that icon, the logistic icon. It's open up right here. So I'm going to simply scroll down right here and figure out that particular product right here. So this is the product right here. So this is the product from the store. So next thing I'm going to do here is to simply, so for you to track the logistic progress of that particular product after has been reissued for you, what you need to do is to simply click on here to proceed. Then it's going to open up like so. Now, after the reissue, this is where the product tracking history begins to show. Right here, I'm going to simply click on here. Then you see all tracking history. So after the product has been issued out, so from the beginning right here, you can see this is from the beginning, and the track history get to a point whereby the product was actually signed and delivered, just like what you see from the top right here. And here you can see that we still maintain the same tracking number. This is because the supplier is legit, and at the same time, they only communicate with the local logistic right in China that what is actually happened with this particular order before this particular issue was actually resolved, and I was able to get the product successfully delivered to my warehouse address in China. It's that simple. So this is what I have for you as far as loss of item on transit in 1688 Chinese shopping app is concerned, and how you can easily resolve it before it gets too late. However, this can be easily resolved like this if the supplier is genuine and legit. If a supplier is not a legit, it might be difficult to solve, just like what you watch in the video right here. But if you have a similar case like this, you can apply this particular strategy in order to solve the problem. However, if you still have issue as far as your 1688 Chinese shopping app is concerned, down below, or better still, you can reach out to me on my WhatsApp via the number in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.